Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. What we're hearing right now is nothing short of explosive. It's a rumor that's gaining traction, and it could have serious implications for the Giants, the 49ers, and the entire NFC landscape. According to some reports, notably from Adam Schefter, there's a strong possibility that the San Francisco 49ers might be looking to trade none other than George Kittle, the all-pro tight end, to the New York Giants. And get this, the deal might involve a second-round pick in the 2026 draft, and it could also free up around $15 million in cap space for the 49ers. That's a game-changer, folks, especially considering the 49ers' current record of 4-4. The team is clearly looking to make bold moves to shake things up, and this trade could be the catalyst for a serious shift in the NFC. But why would the 49ers do something like this? Well, the team is in a bit of a cap dilemma. Despite their success on the field, they're sitting on a cap of around $13 million, which is tight when you consider the need to extend players like Ayuk and keep their roster competitive. Kittle, who's 32 now, is still an absolute weapon, a versatile tight end who can block, catch, and create mismatches all over the field. He's been a key part of their offense since being drafted in 2017, and his stats speak volumes. Over his career, he's recorded 512 receptions for nearly 913 yards, averaging 5 yards per catch with 42 touchdowns. And he's not just a receiver, he's a top-tier blocker, ranked with a block grade of 82. And he's known for his ability to make those big plays in critical moments. Now, Kittle's impact isn't just about his numbers. His presence on the field creates mismatches that defenses struggle to handle. Against teams like the Chiefs, he's shown how effective he can be crossing routes, with a success rate of around 75% on those plays. He's a nightmare matchup for linebackers and safeties, and his ability to line up in different positions, from inline to out wide, makes him one of the most versatile tight ends in the league. For the Giants, acquiring Kittle would be a massive upgrade, especially considering their struggles at the tight end position after losing Bellinger to a neck injury. Bellinger was a promising player, but his absence has left a void in the offense, one that Kittle could fill seamlessly. Let's talk about the Giants' current situation. At 2-6, they're far from their usual playoff aspirations, but there's still hope. Their tight end room has been underwhelming, with players like Smith and others not providing the consistency needed. Meanwhile, Daniel Jones has been doing his best to keep things afloat, but without a reliable tight end, the offense has been predictable and limited. Kittle, on the other hand, would change that dynamic entirely. He's projected to add over 320 yards in the air, and his red zone efficiency could jump from around 45% to nearly 65%. That's a huge leap, and it's exactly what this Giants offense needs to become more explosive and unpredictable. And if you look at the bigger picture, Kittle's addition could be a catalyst for a mid-season turnaround. Remember, he's 32 but still playing at an elite level, with a 48 reception, 582-yard, 5-touchdown campaign in 2025, despite some injury setbacks, including a rib injury in Week 2. His yards after catch average of 6.4, along with his EPA per target of plus 0.24, shows how efficient and impactful he is every time he steps onto the field. The Giants could use that kind of firepower, especially against division rivals and playoff contenders. Now, what makes this trade even more intriguing is Kittle's potential fit in New York. The Giants have been trying to build an offense that can stretch the field, and Kittle's versatility, his ability to block, catch, and be a mismatch, would elevate their entire attack. Imagine him lining up next to a healthy Daniel Jones, creating mismatches against linebackers and safeties, and opening up space for the likes of Wan'Dale Robinson or even Saquon Barkley, if he's healthy. It could be a recipe for a more balanced attack that keeps defenses guessing. Plus, Kittle's leadership and playoff experience would be invaluable. He's been to multiple deep playoff runs with the 49ers, and his presence in the locker room could boost the Giants' overall confidence and chemistry. The Giants are still in a rebuilding phase, but acquiring a player of Kittle's caliber would send a message that they're serious about competing, not just in 2023, but for the seasons to come. Now, let's consider the implications for the 49ers. They're clearly looking to prioritize their defense and younger players, which is understandable given their cap situation. Their focus appears to be on building around their core, especially on the defensive side, where they've been elite. Trading Kittle might seem risky, but with a record of 4-4 and the possibility of making a strong playoff push, it's a bold move that could pay off if they get a solid draft pick and free up cap space. It's all about the timing. The trade deadline is looming on November 4th, and teams are making their moves. From a strategic standpoint, the 49ers might see Kittle as a player whose best years might be behind him, or perhaps they're just trying to shake things up and create some cap flexibility. The idea of trading a proven all-pro tight end for a second-round pick might seem drastic, but if it helps them shore up other areas, it could be a smart move. It's a classic case of doing what's necessary to keep the roster flexible and competitive for the future. Back to the Giants now, and think about the impact this could have on their playoff odds. Currently, the betting odds have shifted dramatically. They were at plus 20 to win the Super Bowl earlier in the season. But now, with the right moves, they could see that number tighten significantly, especially with a player like Kittle on the roster. His presence in the playoffs could be the difference maker, boosting their chances by around 14%, especially against zone defenses like the Eagles, where tight ends tend to find more success. His ability to create mismatches in the red zone and convert critical third downs would elevate the Giants' chances of pulling off some upsets and making a deeper postseason run. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This all sounds like pure speculation, right? But it's worth keeping an eye on, especially with the deadline approaching. The Giants have shown in recent seasons that they're willing to make bold moves if it means elevating their team. Remember the trade for Andrews last year. That brought in over 160 yards for the Ravens and significantly boosted their offense. Kittle could be that kind of piece, a mid-season upgrade that helps the Giants turn their season around and set the stage for a potential Super Bowl push. In conclusion, this rumored trade is more than just a hypothetical scenario. It's a strategic move that could reshape the NFC East and redefine the Giants' championship aspirations. Kittle's skill set, leadership, and playoff experience make him an ideal fit for a team looking to break out of its slump and make a statement. The Giants, with their recent offensive struggles, would benefit immensely from a player who can elevate their entire attack and create chaos for defenses. This trade, if it happens, might just be the spark that ignites a new era of Giants football, one that takes them back to the Super Bowl stage, reminiscent of the glory days of the Bavaro era, with Kittle acting as the maestro orchestrating the offense and leading the charge. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you think trading for Kittle makes sense? Would he be the missing piece to turn this season around and push for a deep playoff run? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. Remember, this is a team built on passion and resilience, and every opinion counts. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more rumors, and analysis, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see how this story unfolds. Keep the faith, Giants fans, because big things could be just around the corner.